You are here, not many are. Bills piling up, deadlines looming, relationships straining. The only approval you need is yours. What we do now echoes in eternity. The obstacle becomes the way, community where wisdom isn't just shared but lived. Control what's within your control, the Stoics preached. Greetings, voyager.
What?
You have traveled far.
What?
This is the true end, and I am...
Base, you seeing this?
I am the...
Base?
I am the...
Wait, you're the Stoicism guy. Brian.
The universe.
You are?
These are truths, and you will listen. Whatever happens to you...
Wait, Marcus Aurelius? I love that guy. Brian? Brian, you there? Brian?
Whatever happens to you has been waiting to happen since the beginning of time. Everything is born from change. The present is all we have to live in, or to lose. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. You cannot quench understanding unless you put out the insights that compose it, but you can rekindle those at will, like glowing coals.
Meditation 7.2.
The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. The impediment to action advances action. What links one human being to all humans? Not blood or birth, but mind. Pain is the opposite of strength, and so is anger. Both are things we suffer from and yield to. Unendurable pain brings its own end with it. How much more damage anger and grief do than the things that cause them? And why should we feel anger at the world, as if the world would notice? Keep in mind that when the mind detaches itself and realizes its own nature, it no longer has anything to do with ordinary life, the rough and the smooth, either one. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. A blazing fire takes whatever you throw on it and makes it light and flame. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. Most of what we say and do is not essential. If you can eliminate it, you'll have more time and more tranquility. Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? Disgraceful for the soul to give up when the body is still going strong. Kingship, to earn a bad reputation by good deeds. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. If you can cut free of impressions that cling to the mind, free of the future and the past, can make yourself, as Empedocles says, a sphere rejoicing in its perfect stillness. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own. If you don't have a consistent goal in life, you can't live it in a consistent way. The present is the same for everyone. Its loss is the same for everyone. And it should be clear that a brief instant is all that is lost. For you can't lose either the past or the future. How could you lose what you don't have? If you've seen the present, then you've seen everything, as it's been since the beginning, as it will be forever. The same substance, the same form, all of it. Give yourself a gift, the present moment. You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you.
Doesn't have to upset you.
Stop whatever you're doing for a moment and ask yourself, am I afraid of death because I won't be able to do this anymore? Today I escaped from anxiety, or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. You have to assemble your life yourself, action by action, and be satisfied if each one achieves its goal as far as it can. No one can keep that from happening. If it's endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. It's unfortunate that this has happened. No. It's fortunate that this has happened, and I've remained unharmed by it. To get back up when you fail, to celebrate behaving like a human, however imperfectly, and fully embrace the pursuit that you've embarked on. Limit yourself to the present. Understand what happens to you, to others. Don't you see how much you have to offer, beyond excuses like can't, and yet you still settle for less? If it's humanly possible, you can do it too. Practice even what seems impossible. The left hand is useless at almost everything for lack of practice, but it guides the reins better than the right. From practice. Enter their minds and you'll find the judges you're so afraid of, and how judiciously they judge themselves.
Aha, 9.18.
Nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul. An instant's recollection, and there it is, complete tranquility. To feel affection for people even when they make mistakes is uniquely human. And you can also commit injustice by doing nothing. Injustice is a kind of blasphemy. Nature designed rational beings for each other's sake, to help, not harm, one another, as they deserve. It's courtesy and kindness that define a human being and a man. If it does not harm the community, it does not harm its members. People exist for one another. You can instruct or endure them. Blame no one. Set people straight if you can. If not, just repair the damage. There's nothing more insufferable than people who boast about their own humility. Your anger will subside as soon as you recognize that they acted under compulsion.
Brian?
The angry man is more like a victim of wrongdoing, provoked by pain to anger. The other man rushes into wrongdoing on his own, moved to action by desire. To obstruct each other is unnatural. To feel anger at someone, to turn your back on him, these are obstructions. Real good luck would be to abandon life without ever encountering dishonesty or hypocrisy or self-indulgence or pride. Both are deserters, the man who breaks and runs, and the one who lets himself be alienated from his fellow humans. Have I done something for the common good? Then I share in the benefits. Wash yourself clean, with simplicity, with humility, with indifference to everything but right and wrong. Care for other human beings. Follow God. If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake in any thought or action, I shall gladly change. I seek the truth, which never harmed anyone. The harm is to persist in one's own self-deception and ignorance. The whole earth is a mere point in space. The world is nothing but change. Our life is only perception. The world is a living being, one nature, one soul. Keep that in mind. To decompose is to be recomposed. That's what nature does. Everything derives from it, that universal mind, either as effect or consequence. All that exists is the seed of what will emerge from it. You think the only seeds are the ones that make plants or children? Go deeper. The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say, or think, or do, only what you do. Time is a river, a violent current of events, glimpsed once and already carried past us, and another follows and is gone. All that you see will soon have vanished, and those who see it vanish will vanish themselves, and the ones who reached old age have no advantage over the untimely dead. The fraction of infinity, of that vast abyss of time, allotted to each of us, absorbed in an instant into eternity. A rock thrown in the air. It loses nothing by coming down, gained nothing by going up. Nature's job, to shift things elsewhere, to transform them, to pick them up and move them here and there. Constant alteration. You take things you don't control and define them as good or bad. And so, of course, when the bad things happen, or the good ones don't, you blame the gods and feel hatred for the people responsible. That every event is the right one. Look closely and you'll see. Not just the right one overall, but right, as if someone had weighed it out with scales. If all the rest is common coin, then what is unique to the good man? To welcome with affection what is sent by fate. Someone despises me. That's their problem. Plato has it right. If you want to talk about people, you need to look down on the earth from above. Herds, armies, farms, weddings, divorces, births, deaths, noisy courtrooms, desert places, all the foreign peoples, holidays, days of mourning, market days, all mixed together, a harmony of opposites. No nature would do that, bring something about that wasn't beneficial to what it governed. For we carry our fate with us, and it carries us. Because to be drawn toward what is wrong and self-indulgent, toward anger and fear and pain, is to revolt against nature. And for the mind to complain about anything that happens is to desert its post. When jarred unavoidably by circumstance, revert at once to yourself and don't lose the rhythm more than you can help. Your ability to control your thoughts, treat it with respect. Remember, nothing belongs to you but your flesh and blood, and nothing else is under your control. Objective judgment now at this very moment, unselfish action now at this very moment, willing acceptance now at this very moment of all external events. That's all you need.
That's what it all comes down to, isn't it?
If thought is something we share, then so is reason. What makes us reasoning beings? If so, then the reason that tells us what to do and what not to do is also shared. And if so, we share a common law, and thus are fellow citizens, and fellow citizens of something. And in that case, our state must be the world. What other entity could all of humanity belong to?
Ah, the global citizen.
Human life, duration, momentary, nature, changeable, perception, dim, condition of body, decaying, soul, spinning around, fortune, unpredictable, lasting fame, uncertain. What can guide us? Only philosophy.
True that. It's truly the end, isn't it? Wait, why are you telling me all this then? You always own the option of having no opinion.
The internet.
I've often wondered how it is.
The internet.
It is the responsibility of leadership.
The internet.
Never let the future disturb.
The internet.
Whoever values peace of mind.
The internet.
The object of life is not.
The internet.
Each day provides.
The internet.
The happiness of your life depends.
The internet.
Life is neither good or evil.
The internet.
For it is in your power to retire.
The internet.
To the wise, life is a problem.
The internet.
Do not act as.
The internet.
Receive without conceit.
The internet.
Our life is what our.
The internet.
He who lives in harmony.
The internet.